Some of it I had to use for just day to day because I spent a year with basically, well, it paid for some for like bills and stuff, but it's always good to take a little money out. Um, but what I'm essentially going to do is just take the bulk of it and put it into another project, something that needs a bit of like TLC, but on a bigger scale, and just keep building it and probably maybe flip it in like 18 months.
Okay. Very good, man. That's cool. And you were telling me that you are rolling out a bit of a service. Can you tell us a little bit about it here?
Yeah, definitely. So off the success of the pet website, that's obviously it's done well. And at the same time, I started up a different site from scratch as well, and that's done really, really well over the past year. Just using exactly the same information that I've been telling you, just making sure everything's correct with links, everything's done correctly with content. On site is done as it's supposed to be, and off site is done correctly. So based on those two, and I think people have started coming to me and saying, "Look, Mo, can you run my site for me? Can you operate?" And I was like, "Not really. I'm kind of doing my own stuff." But after a while, I think based on the amount of I guess people just coming to me, I realized this probably could be a service, and I could just offset some time and help people out essentially. So yeah, it's a management service, and it probably is it's better for two types of people. Maybe beginners with some kind of cash heavy, but they don't really know where to go and need a bit of assistance, or those that have got like a portfolio of sites and they've got like just too many for them to really spend enough time with. So if that kind of like if that kind of if that's kind of view, then it would make sense to just get someone on board that's got the time, got the expertise, and can just make sure that your asset grows in the right direction, essentially.
Very cool. Yeah, and I know I'm asked to do that sort of thing pretty often, and I don't like working with clients. So, and I'm busy. I'm busy
Yeah,
enough, or I'm busy as I want to be. I'll put it that way. I'm not
yeah,
honestly. This is going off subject a little bit. I'm not really that busy, but I don't want to be busy because you talk to people, they're
yeah,
like, "Oh man, I'm so busy." It's like
yeah.
you could work on whatever you want to. Not everyone, but anyway, I'm really not that busy, but
Yeah.
I just do the things that I want to do. So, anyway, this is a great service because I know for a fact those two avatars, those two types of people are out there. New
Yeah.
people with money and they're like, "Hey, I want to invest in a different area." Kind of like, how you got started and they
Mhm.
just don't kind of know what to do. So, very
Yeah.
good. And I know it's fledgling, it's just getting started. So, we'll put the contact info for people to get in touch with you and they'll be able to hit you up directly, right?
100%. The cool thing is, I actually enjoy doing this. Yeah, I enjoy seeing sites grow. I enjoy taking them from where they are and just watching that trajectory. It's what makes me kind of get out of bed in the morning, just seeing that just having an asset that kind of grows. So why not help people that needs the help because they use it.
Awesome. Well, anything else, Mo? Anything else you want to share here?
I think if there's any people that's listening that's kind of new to the whole niche website building type of business, it's a lot of hard work. It's definitely hard work. Sometimes you can face this kind of fake facade that building websites is easy, and it really isn't. And I think Doug's mentioned it tons of times. People they 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 kind of need to see things out over long periods and not get stuck into the short term kind of risks and losses and failures, because this site's a perfect example. I could have probably just gave up, and to be fair, I don't think anyone would have been too cross if I did, because having a site that just drops 40% within 4 weeks is ridiculous. So yeah, so it's testament to the fact that if you put the time in, that there's definitely a business here. There's something that you can do here. And to be fair, if you can't spend 4, 5, 6 hours a day, maybe you can spend 2 or 3 and you still see success. Just keep following routines and make sure things are structured and have like guidelines. And it's definitely possible, because like I had no idea how to rank organic traffic with SEO last year, and this year, I mean, yeah, I do.
On that note, and I didn't ask this before, but how did you separate all the noise and marketing from the
Yeah,
actual material that could help you? Because there's conflicting information,
yeah,
there's too much information to even do anything useful with if you, go down the rabbit hole. So how did you figure
yeah.
out what was worthwhile and what wasn't?
It's tricky for me. There's two ways that you do it. First of all, you have to let everything in, because there's no way where you can just listen to one or two people on YouTube, or follow one or two blogs and say, okay, this is it. You need some context, so you kind of have to let your email inbox open to everyone, and just find out who resonates with you. I don't know if you remember, Doug, but I think January maybe of this year, I sent an email to you and I said, look, of all the people that I watch and I'm like a member of. You're one of the only people that I actually follow all the content and listen to, just because when I first started out, well, last year September, I watched your content and it was just really simple. It was honest. It made sense. It wasn't like for me. If anyone's trying to throw something down your neck and they're trying to promote, I just turn the other way. Even though what they're promoting could be like fantastic, but I get like a click and I'm like, okay, who's next sort of thing. And for me at the time, you wasn't doing that. You just giving loads of good content. It was just really, really honest. You done loads of case studies and stuff. So that was one way that I deciphered through all of it. Just find someone that's just looking to give and give and give, just because they love doing it. You can kind of tell because you'll see the content. It will come out like all the time, and they'll just be happy when they're speaking about it, and they won't kind of bullshit you, basically saying everything is going to be fantastic, because it's not. There's going to be hard times and there's going to be bad times. So definitely one way. Also, number two is just to go into Facebook groups and find people that have worked with other people, or people that would recommend other people, and take it from there. Because a recommendation is probably the best thing you can get from someone else, because they've gone through it. They've spent 3 months going through the material, and it worked for them. So technically, it should work for you as well.
Very good.